at the moment the look forward is more on military craft and ferries, because the real market for smaller boats is ferries and patrol boats. There are Navy patrol boats, custom patrol boats, police patrol boats, and they all use old hulls. They run very low speeds. We can double the speed tomorrow. So if speed is involved, these boats must disappear from the sea. They must be Hysucats, you know. Another aspect comes now very strongly is in that's pollution, CO2 emissions. We are running on half the power. So the emissions are reduced. We can use diesel engines where they use petrol engines. So the pollution is reduced. That point has not been practically worked out. But in America there is a law coming that I think in the year 2020 or maybe even 15, I'm not sure about that, the shipping industry must reduce their carbon footprint by 20%. Here is a Hysucat which can do it tomorrow, but the people naturally must adapt to it, and the ships must be built, first designed. And I hope it happens faster than at the moment, because the talk is big now about these new developments. It's becoming stronger every day. We have not joined that talk actually directly, that we also making, say, green boats, because that is what we are doing. So the cars which come with consumption, half of what we are used to and so on, they are in big talk. But they don't talk about ships, because they don't see any chance. But here's a chance for a breakthrough, you know. And it would need time. And the marine industry develops always very slow. That happened from all times, sailing ships to powered ships. And we have still that slow speed of development or new acceptances on the sea. But as we have made so many Hysucats, we get so much discussions on forum on Hysucat and so on. We have woken up the world. People know what the Hysucat is. You don't even need to explain it anymore. And even in the bushveld in Australia and New Zealand and you know, in Europe, in the Mediterranean, people know what the Hysucat is. And there are many skeptical people against it, and the worst are actually the naval architects of today who must design actually these ships. They are unable to, and instead of turning in and adapting new knowledge, new developments, they oppose it, try to build their old stuff. And this, in my opinion, will stop at a faster speed in the future. So if I can have a future view, which is naturally very difficult, because my view when we had the first result was 40% improvement. This must make a revolution in shipbuilding, you know. It has not done it. It needed one proof after the other. Every ship must be proved again, and it takes time. And then people, when they can read these reports, technical reports, how it works, how good these ships are now compared to other ships, makes no sense to most people, because they don't understand it. They don't even understand what means power in a boat, you know. Because I got already such answers when I say, but you have now designed a boat and the engines are much too small. How do you think it will work? And I got the answer, and that's people who are in that industry. Oh, we just put another gearbox on, you know. And this is a big joke for people who know what's going on in ships, you know. And such people build ships. So a lot must happen there, and we have to move careful. We don't make enemies now by pushing new system forwards, and they just try to prove that it's not good. No, the development must come smoothly, you know. People must open their eyes, try these things. We're selling Hysucats only when people have been on Hysucat and worked them and seen them, from talks, from videos. I have a big website. It increases, say, the knowledge and the interest, but it doesn't make projects, you know. The projects are made by the product on the sea, and that we must push further forward, and we must have fast patrol boats, because on the boats, say from 10 to 20 meters, a Hysucat is the best application. You know, for the larger boats have low fruit numbers, it's not so easy. But on these smaller boats, it's developed. It can be used tomorrow on any boat, but it should be developed by naval architects from the beginning on, and not make a catamaran, and when the money is finished and you can't get the speed, you come to us and say, oh, put me faults out that I can satisfy a contract. That situation we will stop by ourselves.